We back. Here we go. Not much going on. Fans, pipe masters. I don't understand surfing. The scoring. I have no idea what's going on. Is it a best out of 10 maybe? The most you can get is a 10 on a wave? So and then you get like three different waves maybe? I don't know. Maybe that's it. Who knows? Not me. So we're going to leave that. We're going to leave that alone. There's no live stream. It's just fucking it's like there's just like YouTubers doing like live streams of it, which is fine, but I'm not like this is who needs that like NBC like beginner kook person that like talks. Like what am I trying announcer? Like I need it to be described in basic terms. I'm just getting into this. I'm just hanging out, trying to hang out, which honestly, that was pretty fucking fun. Just watching someone get hammered on YouTube is on a stream is hysterical. Getting into that live chat, that was actually fun. Never done that before. Started hopping in there, giving my opinion. Guess what? Just fucking fluttered off into the nothingness. Just as it should. So those have been fun. Or I guess I watched like one of them. And it was cool. But yeah, I didn't get a lot of explanations on stuff. It was just like it was just it was just hanging out, which I'm fucking here for. I like. But I also do kind of want to know what's going on. So, I need that fucking CBS broadcast, bro. I need I need Kelly Slater as an announcer telling me what's good. No, whatever. I'll figure it out. That's part of the fun of it. What else we got? Ooh, some snowboard vids. We got Return from Torstein Horgmo. We got what's it called? I don't remember what it's called, but it's Rene Kangus's video, and I think it was. I was talking to my buddy about this, and I think it was. He was like, "Oh, is that all street stuff?" And I was like, "Oh shit, I think it might be." I want to say it's not though. I want to say there's some big air. Oh, I know, cause yeah, I guess it technically kind of is all street stuff, but there's some jumps in the streets, which I can handle that. I like that. If I had to choose, although I will say, hopping over to Return, those drone shots were fucking sick. So that actually made the backcountry. I kind of liked it a little bit more. Being able to like see them flying through the air like behind them, that's pretty fucking sick. That actually changed my opinion on the backcountry. That's why I would think I was able to watch that entire movie, Return. Because usually I'll watch like I saw this other one. It's like Majeure, major force majeure. Um, from I fuck who's it from? I don't know, but I'm like not really looking forward to it that much because it's all backcountry stuff, like backcountry lines, but like it's all like shot from afar, and I guess I'm not into the steep stuff. It kind of has the steep stuff too, but it's just not for me, dog. I need that airtime. I was fuck, who was it? I was listening to the Bombhole podcast about with Red Gerard and Sean Fitzsimons, and they were both like, "No, you can't have a park part in a film unless they're like the biggest jumps ever." And I'm I'm so fucking the opposite. I love a park. I love hit me with just fucking steezed out back three, maybe a 720 for high spins, and and just like stomp that straight into a sick I don't even fucking know, like board slide type bullshit. Yes, give me that every day, all the time. That's all I want. I just want to watch Joey Fava and Dusty Hendrickson. That's all. I just want all style, just like in mountain biking. Ivan Florence, kind of kicking myself. He's I've heard in a couple YouTube videos, he's like people are like, "Oh yeah, but he has the best style." I think that might be kind of on display during these pipe masters, and I'm kicking myself because that should be my guy. That should be my fucking dog. I'm a style lord. I'm a steez lord. Except I have none myself, so can't really be a steez lord. But I'm gonna try my fucking best, okay? I'm gonna buy the right clothes. I'm gonna get baggier clothes. I'm gonna get way too close to people and hold my hands behind my back and pretend like that's super cool. What a fucking dumbass thing to look like. Like it's the dumbest looking shit I've ever seen. When people like pin their hands back behind they like clasp their hands behind their back and then just like go really fast. It's like, dude, I don't know if that. I mean, obviously you think that looks cool, but you look like a floating. You look like Aladdin on his fucking magic carpet. You weirdo. I hate that shit. I want to like carry around snowballs just so I can fucking throw it at them when I see that. Can't protect themselves. I don't hate it that much. I just think they look fucking dumb. Man, fuck. Where was I? I guess movies. Return was cool. Love the drone shots. Rene's movie was, dude. I just can't. Torstein Horgmo is just too serious. I listened to like I don't even know how it happened, but I stumbled upon like the Airtime podcast that he was doing and was like I like kind of fast forwarded. I don't think I checked like the chapters. I think I just kind of fast forwarded and just stumbled upon like opened a book and it happened upon the page where he's talking about like being bullied as a kid and it's like, yo, dude, no wonder you're just fucking you're just like, oh, this is what I like and this is what I'm gonna do and I'm gonna put this out. Like he made the music for it. And honestly, the first song I was like, all right, I judged a little too harshly. I'm the asshole here. I'm an idiot. And then like literally the second song, he had the banger as the first one. Set the bar a little too high. And everyone after that, I was just like, fuck this, dude. I can't listen to this music. But the drone shots kept me around. The drone shots kept me around. So, you know, that says something. I'd say that's a go watch it. There were also parts where it was like it would be snowing and he would have these like weird like magic mushroom type effects like when that like crystalline pattern kind of happens and it was like fading in and out and there were some times where it was more obvious than others. It was kind of almost like in the background like an underlaying or an overlay or whatever the fuck it's called. You get it. And and I just like anytime you're trying to push this hippy dippy bullshit on me, says the kid who lives in a van. I get it. I get it. I'm just not fucking here for it. I hate myself and I hate evil hippies. Can't have it. Anyway, it's just, it's a little much. It's a little, when you start pushing, hey, just like religion, I love drugs. Drugs are great. They help me numb the pain, yet somehow feel something. But beyond that, don't push your shit on me. I just don't fucking tell me what to do, okay? It's like but here's also I finished it. I watched the whole thing and was happy I did. I hate the fact that I've had to sit through his other dumb bullshit that he put in there that he forced into the movie. But whatever, we'll take it for the drone shots. I wanted to leave a comment so bad, but I don't want to be mean. We're positive vibes only here, guys. Everything in that movie sucked except the drone shots. No, the riders were good. Torstein Horgmo is a good rider. I think Mikey Cicerelli was in it. Some other, maybe Mons Roysland. Just some like really good fucking riders. It was a sick, it was a sick movie. I just, don't push your bullshit on me. Okay? You got your food on your plate. I got my food on mine. Don't fucking touch me. What else? Rene Renakangas. Music. On fucking point. Not screamo. Kind of punk. In the streets, it jived. I guess, like, in that sense, his music, Horgmo's music did jive with his video. It just wasn't good music. I feel bad about saying that. I do feel bad. But don't put out shitty music and make me say that. No, I love you, baby. Come here. Don't make me do that to you. Jesus Christ. All right. This is why positive vibes only. That's why we keep it in house. No one listens to this. No one's going to hear it. That doesn't ever have to, we don't have to worry about that. This is a therapy session. No one's allowed to listen to this. Therefore, no one will listen to this. That's a fact. Yeah, Rene Renakangas is. I just love saying his name, and I can't say just Renakangas. It sounds like a fucking like DJ in Las Vegas that's on whatever it's called, sabbatical. That's not what it's called. On lease. Fuck, what's it called? I don't know. I'm not a fucking party guy. I don't know shit. Music was good. Punk shit was good. Didn't know the song. That's almost better. New music is always what I'm trying to find. I don't know if I'm gonna. I didn't look up the music, but someone who does have banger tunes, just wild stuff all around. YouTube channel, The Outsiders. They're pretty out there. They're fucking nuts. Weirdly touchy a little bit, but that seems to have calmed down. So I kind of appreciate that. Just don't like people getting in my fucking space. Says the guy who lives alone and will always live alone. All right. We went over Rene's movie. We're on a first name basis. Yeah, the first 5 minutes of Rene's movie was like three heavy bangers in the streets. It was just fucking. It was nuts. It was this. It was like a down. I think it was like a down rail. Look at me. I fucking know the names of this shit. Come on now. It's like a down rail, but he was like, dude, there's like he's like spinning onto it like blind, like a backside spin or I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it's called. All right, I was so hot there for a second, but some crazy fucking spin onto the rail and just a super steep fucking rail too. It's fucking nuts. Fucking this, fucking that. Come on, bro. Jesus Christ, I gotta calm down. Yeah, Rene's movie, like a lot of smiling in Rene's movie, like that's pretty cool. Horgmo's movie, not so much smiling. This is a serious piece of art, man. I made the music myself, and it really depicts the certain. I don't know if that's him. This could be completely unfair, but guess what? I know I'm not wrong. I could be wrong, but I'm not. This is just so important to me to give in this. What other fucking buzzwords is he dropping? It's just like this bullshit of just like I'm just so artistic and this is just so much of me that I'm giving and putting out into the public and I really hope it's received well and love me, appreciate me. Someone didn't love me enough as a kid, and now I need to. All right, a little too close to home. Just projecting at this point, and at every point. Oh, I'm watching. Yeah, Rene's is fun. There was a part when Horgmo's like doing this weird fucking dance, and he's kind of like laughing to himself. So I'm not correct, but it's just the vibe that I get. That's the fucking feel that I'm receiving. The signal I'm picking up. I'm watching. I just got sucked into the bomb hole pod. Now that my fucking heater's back, positive vibes only. Now that my heater's back online, I I'm back up at the mountain snowboarding. So I've just been sucked into into snowboarding videos, and the bomb hole podcast is one of those. Super. I don't know. That's not always the most captivating interviews, but it is snowboarding, and that's pretty cool. I like just listening to that. One that is super interesting is the Shaun White one. I was pretty. I kind of like paid attention a lot in biking when I was in high school. Definitely lost it when I was in college and when I was working earlier, like in my like 20s and stuff. But but I do have like a concept of who Brandon Semenuk is, Cam Zink, some of these older Kyle Strait, these older individuals that have been around the sport for a while. Maybe not older, but some of them. But with snowboarding, I don't know fucking anyone. Much like with that fucking kooky shit I was talking about at the beginning with surfing, where it's like I need like the ABC announcer to break it fucking down for me, so I understand what's happening. Vans got Salema Masekela, who's like a Red Bull announcer. I think he just kind of like does announcing for a bunch of different things. We got to talk about some announcers. Cam McCall, good announcer, love it. The guy who has like 30 concussions, Alan Cook. I don't know. Maybe he's getting better. This isn't positive vibes only. I we need good announcers. There was this one there's this one fucking lady at the end of a UCI World Cup that was this British lady who was just in fucking large and in charge, personality wise, so much so that it didn't feel like she was over. I mean, maybe yeah, some of the riders it did feel like maybe she was overpowering in personality, but overall, it was like a match to the personality, and I thought it was a fucking great. I thought it was an amazing. I thought she was an amazing interviewer, and basically asked very similar questions with just different wording, like each time. So much so that it was like maybe after a while, I'll figure out her fucking formula, but it seemed like it was very quick off the dome, just very relevant like questions. Like she was really listening. Didn't have like this pre-planned fucking chart of if yes, ask this, if no, like it just flowed with the conversation. We need more announcers like that in these sports. I don't know how I got in here. Probably something about oh yeah. So I don't know any of these. I don't want to just shit on announcers, but it would be cool to have some really good kind of good announcers. Um, um, the one name I know in snowboarding and have known, which is kind of funny because of what he talks about, is Shaun White. I am I am the person that Shaun White kind of like not brought snowboarding, but I was like I didn't know where to find the fucking live streams for uh you know the World Cup, the FIS World Cup, like big airs or like these international things. I didn't have ESPN for when the Dew Tour was on. I think it was kind of on NBC, but I just like wasn't aware of this stuff. I wasn't aware of when it was. I didn't make myself aware of when this stuff was happening, and I would like stumble upon it. When I did, I was always excited to see it, but I wasn't like with biking where I was actively seeking it out. So, and like watching YouTube videos on it all the time. I think just because biking was like more available where I lived, not very available just in general, but in the small spots where it was, it was a lot easier. I went biking way more than I went snowboarding. I'll say that. I probably went like maybe 5 or 6 times when I lived back east. Not many times. Um, God damn it, I gotta stop saying So, Shaun White is being interviewed on the Bombhole podcast, and Chris Grenier is one of the interviewers. And it's a really weird fucking interview because they're basically dancing around. I don't know about the other guy. The other guy says stuff that is so everything, not everything. A lot of the stuff that they are saying. I'm an hour and 19 into this 2 hour interview, and how do I want to say that? What a lot of what they've been saying to Shaun White is very like vague, like it could be taken good or bad, and and it's not everything. Game on. Um, I had a quick pause. So everything, it's not everything they say, but it is. It feels like a majority of the comments that they make back to him are just these very veiled, like, yeah, that is what happened. Cool. Or not even cool, just like, yeah, that is what happened. It's like, okay, but I want an opinion from you. Like to get a feel of how the conversation is going. Like I want an opinion from the other person. Like I need to know what you're thinking to know if like this conversation is going well. Like if I need to fucking protect myself or not. It's just so like, and I watched like literally like a 5 minute clip of the Gypsy Tales podcast with Chris Kinnear talking to this other guy, and it's so clear how much how much Chris Grenier is trying to say that Shaun White isn't, quote unquote core, and how far above how far out of reach he is from like the snowboarding world. Like he's doing it in the most diplomatic way possible. But that's like what he's saying is and it's interesting because what he's saying is Shaun White isn't core. He doesn't represent snowboarding. He represents maybe like the sport of snowboarding. And he doesn't represent snowboarders. And on the podcast, this was recorded. The Bombhole podcast with Shaun White, was recorded, which Chris Grenier is the host of, was recorded before Chris Grenier went on the Gypsy Tales podcast of the clip that I watched. So he interviewed Shaun White and then said what he said, which was the most diplomatic way of saying that. So, good on him. But it's interesting because then looking back or listening to this podcast, it's so clear the opinions that Chris has, I feel like, that are coming out. And I mean, hindsight is 2020, obviously, but even without this, even before going and seeing that clip, because I just watched it maybe like when I got to the hour mark or something, because I was like, I gotta see like what this guy has said about Shaun White in the past, and I didn't even find it in the past. I found it in the future. Like he said it after interviewing Shaun White, and was still like, yeah, that dude doesn't represent snowboarders. And then on the podcast, on the Bombhole podcast, Shaun White is like, yeah, I was actually really hurt when this one lady that I know said I don't represent snowboarders, which is what Chris Grenier basically just said on this other podcast, on the other on the Tales podcast. Jesus Christ, there's too many fucking podcasts. But it's interesting because like he just has, yeah, and I mean, I just don't think the guy is like very, I don't know. I don't know if he's like all. I think something is going on mentally. He's like the type of person that I feel like, and honestly, I think he's from. Where is he from? I was about to say, let's see if I'm right, but I was about to say, he feels like he's very California, where it's like I need more money, and then I'll be happy. No one's gonna look out for me. I need more money, then I'll be happy. Then I'll be able to take care of myself. We'll just, throw money at this, like with my, and then that'll fix everything. And it's like, that's not, you know, unbridled capitalism is, maybe not the best. Unbridled socialism definitely isn't the fucking best. That's been proven time and time again. So I don't want to fucking hear it. I'm not some communist, some fucking. I don't know if you could say that anymore. I was gonna say, uh, fucking, uh, PINKO. So, that's got to be terrible. That just sounds terrible. That's like that just sounds horrible. um, but yeah, it is interesting because now I'm like watching this video, just like, yep, okay, everything I thought was right. Chris Kinnear is like Shaun White, which is interesting because like Shaun White's whole thing is like I said no to a lot of different stuff. Yeah, I did say yes to Target, but that's a very the tough part with Shaun White is like, look, guys, I said no to all this other stuff, so I should still be considered core. It's like, no, dude, you said yes to Target and like all this other shit that was very corporate. So you're not core anymore. That's just how it goes. So like, but this guy wants his fucking carrot cake and wants to eat it too. I felt good about that one. That one felt good coming out. So interesting. Definitely an interesting perspective. And I feel like that really rubs Chris Grenier the wrong fucking way. But by the same uh by the same token, don't know if that's the right saying. Again, you get it. He's also saying yeah, he could say no to Shaun White. Like I don't want to promote this person. Yeah, you can tell yourself, I guess the 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 cope is I want to get his story out, get people to realize like maybe he's not this fucking core guy, but you're not gonna like push up against him. You're just gonna passive aggressively be like, very interesting stuff. Next question. All the call-ins are like about embarrassing moments. It seems like it's very fucking weird. And again, I use hyperbolic language like all the call-ins, but I think two of the call-ins were about like ripped. One of the call-ins was about ripped pants. Another one was about, I don't even remember, but it was something where it was like, hey, this embarrassing moment happened to you. Can you talk about it? So it's like these guys are just fucking bullying Shaun White. Like, and like he came out with his own snowboard company, White Space. So, just he's got to do this interview, got to get to the that's the thing. He's got to get to the people that enjoy the sport, like the people that enjoy this podcast. Guess what? That's the bomb hole. The bomb could have said no. Like you could have said no, no, we got to do it. No, you don't. So it is kind of funny to see. Feels like the host is like squirming in his seat, not happy with like just like whatever the fuck Shaun is saying, and then has to like continue to ask questions for to make the money that he's pissed at Shaun White for taking. So, you know, it's pretty fucking good. I've been enthralled by this thing. I'm an hour 19 in, and I can't get a fucking enough of it. It's so good. I don't have much to talk about. Just those movies. They were in Japan. I think I've been watching like a bunch of like I think a lot of snowboard videos have been filmed like in Japan because for some reason I'm getting a lot of Japanese like English people in like Japan. I guess it's not English people, but it's this one guy. It's this YouTube account called the Small Brained American. So it's this American guy in Japan, and it it's something. This guy just like bops around, does whatever the fuck. Um, I've been getting like this language guy that like goes to other places and like learns the language and then like does dumb shit, not dumb shit, but just like gets a tattoo in Chinese that says like Kung Pao chicken, and then like can understand the people when they talk about it. So wholesome shit, guys. All right, it's not all just fucking got into the fucking incel hole and was like, Jesus Christ, I didn't, you know. You get what it's like walking into a cave and you're just kind of like, man, it's getting dark in here. I feel like is there some squeaking that I'm hearing? I don't think those are my footsteps. I'm gonna light this match, and it illuminates the cave, and there's just like fucking bats everywhere, and then they all fly. You just like, oh shit, fuck, goddamn, oh shit, oh no, oh god, just getting fucking battered. Just like, oh shit, I'm not supposed to be here. Fuck, I'm out. Just getting bombarded by these fucking pickup artist videos. Just like, Jesus Christ, chill out. I much prefer the fucking Americans just around the world figuring like speaking different languages. Like, hey, we're not super dumb. Yeah, the majority of us are, but you know, besides that, oh, it was dude. This guy, the small brain America guy, gets off. He's like going to visit. He's going to work at his friend's ramen noodle shop, and they're walking across this. He gets off the train station. His friend comes and picks him up. Doesn't really like pick him up, but meets him at the train station so they could walk to the restaurant together. They're walking around the city back to the restaurant, and they cross this bridge, and this bridge has like really tall like gates on it. And he's like, the American guy's like, oh, that's like weird. Like, why are these gates here? And the Japanese guy goes, well, it's to keep people from jumping off. And he's like, oh man, he's like, oh no, this is a suicide. Like this is a people kill themselves here. And the Japanese guy just goes, no, it's not that bad. It's beautiful. Why not here? Just the mindset is fucking hysterical. Come on, you get it? Like, who wouldn't want to die here? Who wouldn't want to fucking off themselves here? This is beautiful. It's not that bad. Come on, take the gates down. Let us toss ourselves off. Let us die with a beautiful view. He's not wrong. That view, it was like a sunset, and it was beautiful. I don't even know if it was a sunset. Maybe it was at night, but it was still pretty. It was like this massive gorge. Definitely would have taken you out. That would have been beautiful. Just a quick hop over. Just let it go. They're not going to get the smell. Let the bodies decompose. The bodies hit the phone. Oh, man. Just like, why is this gate here? What is this? Well, to keep people from killing themselves. Oh no, no, it's a good thing. It's so beautiful. You can understand. You get it. Oh man, fucking nuts. I like it. I think that I was like watching that, just dying, fucking laughing. Jesus Christ. I wonder how many people it takes to make it a suicide bridge. Like, do you gotta like one person jumps off? It's not a suicide bridge. That person just committed suicide. Maybe you make it a little harder after one person, but I gotta feel like the way things are going, there has to be like a couple to be like, Jesus Christ, we gotta install this whole contraption to keep people from fucking killing themselves here. It is funny. It's just like the last bastion of. I mean, in Japan, I think there's like a forest for it. Like, so maybe that's the thing. They're not saying you can't do it. You just got to go to the appropriate place. Guys, we got a sectioned off spot here. Get into the Paul brothers territory and making fun of it. Well, you know, they kind of I'm not making fun of it. I'm actually they got it figured out. they they got they got it down to a science. You can be respectful about it. That's the thing. That's what it is. That's what I love about it. It's like, hey, sometimes we get down. And if you're going to do it, go to this one spot, out of everyone's way. Don't be a burden. That's why you're doing it, right? You don't want your last thing to just be a burden on society. So we got this roped off section. Sorry, no pun intended. That wasn't intentional. I'm sorry. This is my therapy session. You're not allowed to listen. This is a judgment-free zone. Fuck you. I'm fine. You're not fine. I'm totally good. Oh my god. We gotta end it. Gotta fucking be out. It's only been like 30 minutes. I just don't have that much to talk about. I've been watching. Oh, what's that? It's like Anthony Slater is the name of the YouTube channel. And it's at like Trollhagen or however the fuck you say it. Trollhager. Um, I'm pretty sure it's a Midwestern. It's in the Midwest. It's a rope tow. Not that much elevation. That's why I'm guessing. Not a lot of leaves on the tree. Trees. So, this pro, I think his name is Benny Milam, does this crazy like. Again, I don't know it, but it's like a backside. Whatever's harder, like coming in, rotating in blind into this rail, jumps 360 in to like a 50-50, locks it in, and then like hops off the rail. Then does it the other way, like switch. Then does another one, adds like a 180. Dude, it might have been a 360 at the end of it. I can't. That seems fucking nuts. So I'm guessing that it was just a 180, but it still tripped me the fuck out. But adds like a 180 at the end of that trick. So does 360 on, like a blind 360 on, and then does a switch blind 360 on, and then to a 50-50. Not to a board slide, just to lock in the fucking board onto the rail. That's nuts. The name, the overdub that they do, that's godlike. This is like fucking sick. I love that. It's good shit. The and then he adds like a 180 at the end. Does it switch? Like does it regular? Does it switch? So it's just four absolute fucking bangers in a row. It just gets better and better each one. You're just like, oh shit, oh shit, what the fuck? Whoa! I just like I was in my bed losing my mind at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Was not prepared to watch what I was watching. It's like, all right, I guess I'm fucking up for the day. Jesus Christ, got me going. It's provocative. Gets the people going. Man. All right. That's going to fucking do it for us. Going to maybe do some more boarding. Still working on my backside 180. Backside ones. Back ones. So cool, man. Working on rail, working on board slides. Nowhere even close. Tried one, ate shit, right on my face. Pretty sick. Dope. Moving on. But yeah, gotta get more comfortable with jumping switch because my right leg is fucking cooked. Because all I do is just go to the park and just ride jumps. And my leg is fucking dusted. I'm like, oh, I'll ride switch in between. And then it's like, well, I want to look uphill, so I'm going to ride regular. God damn it. I'm supposed to be riding switch. I don't want to just go down and run, even though that's what I need to do to practice. Oh, well. I did that a couple times. Also tried hitting some box rail switch. That was fucking freaky. Don't like that. I've really got to work on the pop and like going off a jump switch. Everything really. Ollieing, everything. I still gotta get used to the fucking arms, dude. I need the skateboard arms. Gotta have the skateboard arms. All right, I'm just fucking rambling at this point. It is what it is. I don't have that much going on. I'm sorry. Fuck off, okay? Bye.